You know you're everything I need. Ooh, yeah. Do what you want me to. I will do. I don't know, but I'll cry. What's up, people? It's your boy Riley Escobar holding it down for y'all once again, fam. And the boy is back. Before I even get into the John, let me actually figure out what episode we on, cause I ain't gonna lie to you, I kind of lost count. Mm, and sorry, I gotta say the same thing that all the content creators say. Um, and that is, sorry for the sound of my voice, cause I am kind of sick in a way. Also, I ain't gonna hold you. This turtleneck choking the shit out your boy, man. This shit right on my Adam's apple. God damn. Ugh. Ugh, ugh. All right, this is episode 41 of the Just Send It podcast. So we're actually going to get into the show. So without further ado, cue intro, please.
Let's proceed with the proceedings this evening. Please. It's Riley Esco. Yeah. Yo. 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 It goes around.
My lighting right. Yo, get my lighting right, dog. What you doing? Feel like you haven't did this in a while. Well, I haven't did this in a while. But get my lighting right, dog. Okay, cool. And we here. This episode 41 of the Just Send the podcast. And I think the last episode I dropped, of course, was the one back for Thanksgiving. What has transpired since then? The holiday special that was on the 28th. But we already on the what today is the 14th or something like that. The 13th. So Christmas is literally like right around the corner. I think it's 12 days. Yeah. Christmas is like, yeah, Christmas is 12 days away. So like for you all who's doing the for you all who's doing the 12 days of Christmas or whatever the case may be, hopefully I got that math right. You know, I guess y'all dropping your first gift today if y'all haven't did that. And I did that before. I did that 20 Christmas 2017 bull. And I'll never do that shit again, fam. I will never do the 12 days of Christmas ever again, fam. And there's a story behind that. You know what? Fuck it then. I'm gonna tell y'all. I wasn't gonna tell y'all, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. So, my ex-girlfriend, she was like, "Hey, how about we do the 12 great days of Christmas this year?" It was Christmas 2017. So I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I never even heard of that, but I was like, "What's up?" So she explained it to me that like, "Oh, the 12 days leading up to Christmas, like you exchange a gift every day, and like as you exchange gifts, it goes up and increase in value, or in what they call that joint, in feel. You feel me? In feel." So I was like, all right, cool for real, because gift giving is kind of my thing. Plus, that particular year, I actually wanted a lot. I wanted a couple things, and I'm gonna say this because a lot of people don't know this about me. But the weird thing about me is the fact that I have a really tough time buying myself gifts. That's probably why I haven't bought myself a car. Because sometimes I'm looking like, do I really need this? I'll catch the bus or whatever the case would be. And instead of being like other people, like, man, forget this, forget the cold, forget the rain, and etc. I'm going to get some wheels. So like, sometimes like I need someone else to kind of like, purchase stuff for me because not necessities, but fun things for me, or I won't get it. Um, and I don't know if y'all like that. Y'all can. That's actually something that I would like to hear from y'all. So if y'all the type of person that like you have a hard time treating yourself, but you'll treat others all day, just let me know. But yeah, that's kind of me in a way. So it was a couple of things I wanted that year. Call of Duty World War II, which turned out to be trash. That dropped that year, and I really wanted that. It dropped later than usual or something like that. Oh, I was so busy. Um, that's probably that, and then a couple Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Ain't gonna hold y'all. I'll be collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I wanted a couple Yu-Gi-Oh cards because I don't want to spend like $25 on one card, even though like I really need the card. but I just feel much better if my significant other spend $20 on the car that I need, so I won't have to go around like, yo, you really spent $20 on this one, red eyes black dragon, and it's like, yeah, dog, like I really needed it for this deck for real, like. We take that Yu-Gi-Oh shit kind of serious. What my friends used to say, Battle City rules, dog. Like you got to keep your cards on you at all times. Somebody may want to play you. So um, yeah, so we did the 12 days of Christmas that particular year, and I already had it laid out, boy. I had this joint sketched out on like one of those heist boards that you normally see in the heist movies. Like I'm gonna get this book series that she really want, 3 books a day, because she really bumped with this series, get the whole collection by the end of like the third or the fourth day. Get some baking supplies, this, and that. And I was thinking I'm gonna cap it all off with like an air fryer because she wanted like a $300 or $400 air fryer or like a mixer or something like that. Cool. The only thing I remember from that 12 days of Christmas that I received was a wallet, and I really needed a wallet because I lost my wallet twice that semester. That joint killed me. Some pajamas. I don't know why girls always give you pajamas, and it's always plaid pajamas. It's never no anime pajamas, plain solid colors. It's always plaid. So she got me some gray, plaid pajamas, and then maybe some green plaid pajamas. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know, fam. But yo got me some pajamas, the wallet. Oh, you did something really, really nice and like got me like a calendar, created a calendar of like all the my of my favorite pictures of her throughout the course of the year, or us being in a relationship. That was okay and cool. It was okay to look at, but like, but the one thing I was expecting to get, it was only one thing I was expecting to get. I know I'm gonna get, Call of Duty World War II. I know I'm gonna get it. I know I'm gonna get it, and then like Christmas drop. Like Christmas drop, I forgot what I got for Christmas. I don't even know what I got for Christmas, and I didn't get it. And I was surprised. I was like, dang, like, well, fuck? Like, I got pajamas. I got a wallet. I got, but I said, how didn't I get the World War II? And I even said it to yo, like, yo, I want that Call of Duty World War II. I said that joint like before Christmas. She was like, oh, you want that? I was like, yeah, I want that Call of Duty World War II. Didn't get it. I'm looking like, dang, but like, she got some good shit. And I'm looking like, boy. Boy. That's the last time I do that. Like last time I did, not the fact that I did the 12 days of Christmas and didn't get much of anything. Because us guys will swallow our pride and we'll eat that, no problem. It was just like shortly after the high of Christmas and the holidays, it went from like, oh, like we're in really, really good position to the shit that's like, oh yeah, I want to break up. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, did we just do 12 days of Christmas when niggas was spending money and putting all this love and time and effort into shit? And shit in the spirit and the vibe was really high. And then next thing you know, the new year and the vibe is like down here. But it's part of the game, fam. It's a part of the game, but for all y'all who's doing the 12 days of Christmas, man, take it easy, fam. For real, take it easy. Don't buy the ball, man. Make sure things is solid because it's kind of weird this time of year because it's holiday season, of course. Holiday season. It's holiday season, and it's also what they call it other time of year, the other joint that people be doing. It is called. Oh, it's also cuffing season. Um, and like sheesh. You could be thinking that you got a relationship, and the whole time you got like a cuffing ship or something like that. So you don't even really even got a contract for real. You're a temporary ball player for real. Wait, I gotta check back in just the videos and stuff to see did I actually do a podcast theory on the six man. I don't think I did one explaining what the six man was. So maybe I'll do that next time, just explaining what it is. That's why I try to be the six man. Or that's a position that y'all don't want to be in the six man, but hey, it is what it is. But I digress. So yeah, we back at it again, fam. It's cold outside, fam. It's cold. It is cold. It's wintertime. Christmas right around the corner. I wish I was going out of town this year for Christmas. However, I kind of like put those plans to the side and did not do Christmas in DC like I did yet last year. And thank y'all for riding with me last year because y'all really was riding with me in DC with all the traffic and the honker horns and the people bumming money from you and stuff like that. Y'all really was with me then, and that was fun. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I would do that again. If I can't get the Home Alone 2 Christmas next year in New York City, I'm most definitely gonna do the Christmas in DC again. Run that shit back again. Have some fun, chill, meet random people at the bar. That has been the best thing just in the past few years that I have enjoyed a lot is just meeting random people in the bar because they have so much like game, guidance, intention, motivation, education just to pass on to you. I'd be looking like, dang, yo, this shit like it's like $1 million worth of game for real. Like literally, just at the bar, eating some wings or something like that by your goddamn self. So it's interesting. But let me tell y'all what I've been up to lately, and then maybe we'll pull one of the topics from my brain dump section of my production notes. But lately, what's been transpiring is I was frustrated for a minute. I ain't gonna hold you. I was frustrated for a minute because a lot of the people that I'm working with on these extracurricular assignments and projects has just been missing deadlines or have been like pushing deadlines back. And I don't like missing deadlines or pushing them back because it means that you got to work like twice as like harder or faster to get caught up. So I told you that I was recording a EP, right? The EP is almost done. I was actually been production of it supposed to be finished today. However, am I going to be able to finish stuff today? No, just due to the fact that my job kind of did me dirty. And I'm maybe I'll talk about how my job did me dirty, but my job kind of did me dirty in a way. So production won't be finished today. Oh no, the production supposed to be finished tomorrow. However, it's actually going really good. The name of the EP is called Cognac and Caffeine 2, and it's like the sequel to Cognac and Caffeine. The first collaborative project I put out with my homie, the man, the myth, the legend, Mega, who was on episode 2 of the Just Send It podcast. Shout out to Mega. He was shy in that episode. I gotta get him back on, but he was shy as hell in that episode. But yeah, we doing a second collaborative project called Cognac and Caffeine 2, and things are actually really good. I gotta say that. The project sounds way better than the first one. Um Same amount of songs, but the songs are more intentional. I told him like I want to be way more intentional with the type of product that we put out, making sure they're really sharp, they're really crisp. There's not no sections of the song that's undone, that the beat is just running too long and etc. And he has been allowing me to like really like kind of like lead this production. He actually been doing his homework. That's the biggest thing. Like he been doing his homework with shooting me a schedule, working on the musical aspects of the project that he's supposed to work on, and coming into the studio prepared and ready and willing to learn, and bringing coffee and donuts and stuff like that. Understand, uh this torn studio courtesy. Like if you're going to come to the studio and record for free, bring something for me to eat or drink or something like that, and I'll be fine. But we almost done. We got like 7 songs on the project. We always do uh 5 collaborative songs with both of us featured on it, and then like solo songs, one solo he make and one solo I make. And I tend to make the project, so it's really, really good. Y'all might not know this, but I started making music back in like 2015, 2016 with a couple of friends. Blue, y'all know, Boys the Moist, y'all don't know him. My sister, my nephew. Back in 2015, we started kind of like making music. However, I always kind of stuck and stayed with it because it gave me the opportunity to practice the stuff I was learning in school. But like lo and behold, I graduated school 2018 and I'm still out here making music. Not to get famous, but I just enjoy, listening to my own music, crafting something and being creative. So been doing the thing. So I said when I put out Cognac and Caffeine 1, I was kind of like a baby in the game and haven't found my voice, my style, what do I bring to the table? And working with somebody like Mega always was like he always was polished, no ad libs on my stuff. He always had bars, he always had verses and etc. And he really helped me in a way to cultivate, my voice and my sound and find my style. Like this allowing me to be on these songs. Like, hey, Twan, get on this song. I got a song I did, see, can you make something to it? And I gotta say, for this Cognac and Caffeine 2 project, I went off. I always say that like he keep killing me on the songs because bro really is nice and witty with the pen. However, I gotta say this project I showed up. Um, the first song, what is the first song? It's called One Piece. I show up and show out. The second song, Location Remote, I go off. The third song, Intuition, I go off. The fourth song, Royal Command is mid. I ain't gonna lie, it's mid, but it was cool because it's an older song. My solo song Coming with Time, like I gotta say that I penned that really really nicely, and I pay homage to the song that I put on the first one called Curses. So that one I went off, and then that last song on that album called Peace of Mind. Sometimes a peace of mind. If you that joint right there is so wavy. Hey yo, that joint is so wavy. Like just listening to the incomplete versions of the song is like, yo, this tape right here is fire. And I'll let y'all know where y'all can find that. Most definitely I will eventually start using it as outro music to the podcast. But when it actually drop, I will most definitely tell y'all like where y'all can find it and post it on my social media if y'all want to listen to it. I don't think I'm a master at making music. I'm not the best rapper alive. I just make music in my free time and I enjoy it. And if you somebody that, hey, you know what? I think I want to make music too, or whatever the case may be. I say, hey, you can get on some of the songs that I make. You can do the ad libs in the background and you say cheat, cheat, or whatever. You can do the ad libs on my stuff. And if you don't feel comfortable, putting it out there, putting your name to it, you don't even have to put your name to it. You can just do it, have it out there, um, or whatever, have people listen to it, etc. And they won't even know it's you in the background. I do that with my music. I be mixing and recording my music in here, and my sister be ear hustling. Be like, hey, Anton, that's you over there spitting? And I'd be like, nah, that's Kev. She's like, well, no, it sound like Kev. That sound like you. And I'd be like, I put a I pitch shift his voice. Yeah, that's why I sound kind of different. She's like, oh, okay. And I'm looking like ear hustling like a mug, but uh you always can say that someone else that made the music and that's not you on there. But the project actually going really well and hopefully will be done by Christmas. That's what I'm shooting for, Christmas. Um and what else? Oh, in other news, right? And shout out to Z because she was the one who mentioned this. She was like, "Hey, Twan." She actually kind of low key leaned on me, but we gonna digress. But she was like, "Hey, Twan, you didn't give us an update on the hat trick shorty from a couple of pods back." And okay, well, let me give y'all a quick update on that. Okay, so the hat trick shorty. So y'all already know that like I did the hat trick. I said the hat trick is you do 3 solid like nice con gestures, and then after that you should be able to follow it up with shooting your jumper essentially, like trying to get the contact information, trying to get the phone number or whatever. And y'all know that the 3 nice gestures I did was I did the wine. I did jewelry that my coworker makes. Shout out to my boy Russell, who make the jewelry. Like bro the goat. Um, and then I also did the gift bag. I did the gift bag for the breakfast snacks and etc. Cool, the hat trick. That's what it's called. The hat trick. 3 goals in the game. That's a hat trick. Cool. And then I got the number. Cool. It took me forever to get the number too. I told y'all that. Um, so I still talk to Shorty consistently because Shorty actually really a really dope person. She wanted to be like a nail technician, right? So she wanted to have her own nail salon and build her clientele. So me being who I am, I was like, you know what, I respect that. You feel me? You want to build your own clientele. You tired of working this 360 deal? Cool. I'm gonna throw some work at you. Let me see what you got. And like she actually do a pretty decent job when it comes to doing nails. So I get my nails done every couple of weeks. I know it sounds crazy, but hey, I get it done. Couple of weeks. Pamper a nigga. You know how it is. That's really really cool. And it motivates her and inspires her. So that's really, really dope. And I recommend it to my friends. I'd be looking like, hey, guys, shorty really dope. Get your nails done. You'll be right. You'll have some confidence and etc. And it does build confidence. Guys or girls or whatever the case may be, it really does build confidence. So that's what shorty kind of been at as of lately. Twan, y'all may be thinking like, Twan, so what is your intention, bro? What are you thinking of? What you thinking about doing? And I'm still I'm still thinking like, what do I want to do, fam? What do I want to do? Cause it's weird, fam. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. All right, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's so fucking weird, fam, right? I think who was it? It was my other friend Claire. She's like, hey, Tone, like, what do you really want out? Do you really want to be in a relationship or do you want to just get your CDLs? That's what she asked me. And I was like, man, just get a brother the CDLs. Like, I don't want no relationship right now. Fuck that. And she was like, why is that? Either she asked me that or someone else asked me that. No, she asked me that. She asked me that. She was like, so why you don't want a relationship? What's up? And I don't know if I told y'all, but it's like this. Like when you single, all you really have to do is worry about charting, your priorities and charting out your dreams. That's all you have to worry about. And that's kind of the good thing about kind of being single, or even the friends with benefits kind of thing is the fact that since you're not together, even friends are kind of together, but even though you're not together, you only have to worry about what's a priority in your life, right? And what goals you want to get to. So you want to go, to Japan, save up, your $5,000 to go to Japan. You want that new BMW, get the money for the new BMW. You feel me? You want, I don't know, you want some, that $600 J's that I want. Get the $600 J's, right? You want to, get promoted at your job, be the director at your job. All you have to do is just plot out your goals. You don't have to plot out no one else's goals. However, when you a guy, and I feel like this, when you're a guy in a relationship, you do have to take into consideration what your partner goals and priorities are, because whether or not those persons succeed in those priorities and those goals, or is effectively working towards it or not working towards it, or falling behind on it, it affects you. Like you're gonna hear her complain, cry, stress, or whatever, and you're gonna have to be that shoulder to lean on, or that support to take care of her, to hear her out. You may even have to be the guy that be able to come up with the marketing schemes and etc. to help her get back right. So it can be very exhausting, fam. And that's just with that. When we factor in, hey, I want a baby, I want us to get a house, buy a house because I never had a house before. You as a guy also got to listen to that and factor that in. Like, how can I can get us a house in like 6 years, right? On whatever your salary is. Like, how can I do that? Okay, I gotta build my credit up and etc. And I was talking to my friend Claire about this. I said, as a guy, you could be, working on what she said that she want in a relationship or in the future behind the scenes. But like the moment you go to your lady and be like, hey, you know what, you said you wanted a house and I got $40,000 towards it saved up. I've been saving it up during the course of our relationship. It gets tough because you looking like, is she really gonna stick and stay with me because she really gonna be here and she really love me, or she's gonna stick and stay and be with me because I saved up 40 bands for a house, and if I evaporate, right, and she start over with headband, she gonna have to start from square one and he don't got 40 bands, right? So I was like, it comes a weird, you know, it's a weird part in relationships where like if you tell your partner that you want something out of life or whatever the case may be, you kind of have to trust the fact that they're going to own up to whatever that side of the deal is, right? If they really, really a solid partner. And you can't ask them like, hey, status check, how much money you got saved up towards the house that I said I wanted in the future, right? Because they may stick and stay with you just because you are a lot further and don't want to resell with headband or Becky. So it get kind of crazy. But I was saying all that to say when you're single, you don't have to deal with you know, pleasing or setting or plotting and planning for, other people goals, your significant other goals. All you gotta do is worry about your shit, fam. And that's the really, really good thing. And I was telling her, I was like, I'm the type of dude that like if if my friends have goals, right? I'll be planning for their goals as well. Help plot and plan how to get to that. Put them on the timeline, put us on the timeline how we gonna get there and achieve those. And I like if I was in a relationship, I'll be doing the same thing with my significant other, and I'll be looking like, man, I don't really even want that stress right now, fam. Like, like after like the last relationship, and I was like, dang, like okay, because there's a lot of stress. Like if your partner say, oh, if they want a house, then you gotta be like, okay, how can I keep, not even just keep my credit in good standing, but how can I make my credit immaculate so when it's time to pull a trigger, it's like you can get the best possible house possible, not just something decent or not we gotta, muddle around in our relationship for another 2 or 3 years to get our credit right before we can pull a trigger. Like we can pull it as soon as we can because we both been working towards this, but it feel good not to have to deal with that, fam. And that's why I said, man, CDLs all day, man. Get your community dig license all day, man. This word protection, if that's if that's what it is, because there's a lot of responsibility that comes just with relationships from a guy's perspective. And of course, ladies have it tough as well. I think I was talking to Ash the other day, and we was talking about, man, ladies be having it bad because like the men don't be liking ladies, and then the ladies don't be liking ladies. So it be looking like, dang, the joint be tough. Like they really be having it down bad sometimes. Like, damn. But that shit crazy. But we're gonna get into the next subject for sure. Or maybe I'll ask y'all a question. Let me see what's up on this joint, and let me see what we're gonna do. Mm-mm-mm. Sometimes a piece of mind. Yo, that joint fire. Do. Sometimes a piece of mind. Yo, this next project gonna be crazy. Mm. Nope, that's not it. Oh, it's staring right in my face. It really is. Oh, my bad, my bad. Before I even get into that, I was gonna tell y'all about what's happening at the job. So this is what happened. So apparently, a couple months ago, my coworkers and boss, they pretty much said like, "Hey." They be like, hey, yeah, the end of the year tend to be kind of slow because people don't like to travel much and do too many programs because of the holidays. I was like, okay, bet, cool. So I'm assuming that the November, December is going to be quiet, but of course we had a program in December, which I'm not complaining about, but it's cool. It was the first week of December, so I was like, this is going to be the last program for the year. Then we may have to do some house cleaning stuff, and then things don't jump off until like January, end of January next year. Cool. This past week we just been having these random requests come down, right? And my boss is like my lead of my department. He's actually a really cool guy. He was like, "Hey, uh, I got CC'd in the email about the request." And typically I hate being CC'd in these emails because like I be feeling compelled to, answer as soon as I see it because my phone be dry as hell. So like when I see it, be looking like, let me hurry up and respond to this shit instantly. However, I was like, let me hold it down for real because what I've been doing these past couple weeks is people have been sending messages about plotting and planning, like business wise and outside of business wise, and I've been answering it immediately. And then they still like the whole plan is in flux. And next thing you know, I cleared my schedule and got fucked over. Cool. So he hit me up in a separate email. He was like, "Hey Twan," he was like, we got this meeting coming up. Do you want to take the lead on this one or do you want someone else to take a lead on it?" And mind you, this past week I had a week long program at our headquarters, which required me to get up like at 4:45 in the morning and go to DC. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit this one out because I was tired from the previous week, right? So cool. He make plans. He make the plans to to get the thing covered and etc. And then our director at the top of our department, like she mentions me in the email like, hey, like you think Anton can actually, take the lead on this program? And all of a sudden he just hit me with the text like, hey, yeah, Shorty wants you to take the lead on this program. Like, but I'll come in Monday and help you set everything up for it so you'll be good to go. And I'm sitting there like, bruh, like when I seen the email, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take the lead on this joint because I can just, get everything set up while I'm here this week, so I can just not come in Monday and just come in Tuesday early and set it and rock and roll. But I was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna let somebody else cover this one and chill. And the next thing you know, the joint still bounced back on me. It was like somebody hit me with a reverse card. And now instead of coming in here Tuesday and Wednesday, I gotta come in here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm looking like, dang, like I was really trying to, work from home so I can actually tackle some other work that I need to do, which is record the album, but some other work I needed to do. So I'm looking like, man, boy, this is not it. Then yesterday when I was setting up for the program, everything in this location that we're working in, because it's still under construction, they doing software stuff like, tying the mics in the computer and tablets and everything together to get the system up and running. They still doing some work on it. So like I was pissed at work yesterday. I said, man, this is the fucking type of shit that happens. Like, I'm sick of this shit, bro. Y'all know none of this shit fucking hit. Like I'm really in it cussing, pissed off because it's essentially kind of making me look bad. Like I don't know my shit, but the whole time like this location is not even set up properly. But I'm looking like, dang, like let me chill because I'll be getting mad sometimes. But I was like, let me chill, center myself, calm and relax, figure out how to execute what I need to execute. I was able to, the Zoom software was fucking up. I was able to fix that. The room was messing up. I was able to kind of figure out a workaround towards that. Um, let people know, yeah, this is what's going on, da 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 da, like my boss and my lead and etc. So they know what time it is. But I'm looking like, dang, the reason why I got put on this, and I be telling y'all, stop being Jordan on your job because they're gonna keep giving y'all more and more responsibility. But the reason I got put on this because I be taking notes. And the thing is, I know it sounds crazy, but like I happen to um just take notes on stuff that's mentioned. We having a meeting, I just take notes and jot it down because my memory is not as good as it used to. Maybe it was COVID, maybe it's just I'm getting old. So I like to write things down now. So like I can just look at my notepad, see a couple words in there, and be like, oh, I remember where it came from. Bull. The fact that I take notes and like when they ask questions, I just refer back to the notes that they said like at whatever meeting we was at or whatever discussion we had. They be assuming like, oh, Anton is the expert on this. And it's like, no, I'm not the expert in this. I'm just a good note taker. You heard me. So now I'm getting assigned stuff like just for being a good note taker. And my family's like, yo, it's cool, Twan. Just take every task that they had to give you and et cetera, et cetera. Like you just only gonna put yourself in a better position. And yeah, this may be true. But still, like, do the boy get tired? Like, yeah, like, do the boy want to sit some of these joints out? Yeah, I would like to sit some of these joints out, but that's what happened when you put Jordan on your resume. You put Goat on your resume, fam. They will work you. They will recommend you, CC you. They will request you personally. And lately, since these last couple programs been flawless, people have been trying to request me personally to like, hey, I want you to oversee my program. And it's like, yo, that's not how it works. And it's like, it's not how it works. Like, no, like whatever my boss assigned me to do is what I do. Like, I don't get to pick and choose what I get to do, right? And if he sensed that, like, oh, people keep trying to request me and be difficult, he's going to put himself or put the other guy on there. Like, y'all gonna have a rude awakening. But that's crazy. But let's actually talk about something today, and let's figure out what we're gonna talk about. It's been a while since I dropped the pod, and I do sound sick though. Hold up, I don't got no water. Where my water at? You know what? I got something better than water. I got the syrup. That Dayquil, fam. This shit right here, boy. Mm-mm-mm. What flavor that is? Damn, this one ain't got no flavor. Damn, they normally had the charring ones. Mm-mm-mm. Woo! But what we gonna talk about this time? Mm-mm-mm. Maybe this leads you off with a question. I'm just gonna run down all of them, and then y'all pick something that hits. I said, actually, I gotta don't crucify me for these questions though. Somebody wanted me to talk about constructive criticism, like how to give constructive criticism. We already did adulthood, expectation versus reality, and I do love their responses. I think somebody said they wanted to be a cheerleader. That was very interesting. Um, the life of a content creator, we could talk about that. Boy, I already told you all about the long game. Uh, good points of dating. Where let's say where we were the bad. Well, oh, we heard the bad. The good points of dating. We heard the bad. Let's hear the good. Starting a business. Oh my goodness, starting a business, boy. I ain't gonna talk about that. Your circumstances determine your your dating pool. I know exactly who said this. Your circumstances determine your dating pool. That's interesting. Uh ask the audience questions. 2 minute engagement. That's we need an audience. um should women oh my goodness. They said should women shoot more? Should women shoot that shot more? Boy, if Jazz heard this, man, she'll get mad. Should men shoot at tens more? This actually the question, should men shoot at tens more instead of seven and eight? This is actually a really interesting question, right? Because I actually heard this off a podcast I was listening to called the Crew Season podcast. Shout out to Crew Season, shout out to O, Kenny T, Smooth, and Trill. Kenny was like, hey, sometimes tens, the girls are super, super pretty, they actually don't get approached a lot because, guys are intimidated by how pretty they are. So instead of the guys shooting at the 10, they shooting at the 7 or the 8. But the whole time, they actually probably do have a shot at the 10. And I was like, dang, like I never even thought of that. But if you see something that is like you think that's unattainable, you're not gonna go for it, but you'll go at the 7 or the 8 that you feel like is obtainable to you, right? But the whole time, like they probably get, shot at more than anything. So you actually really making it more difficult than yourself. But that was actually a really dope question. That was really eye open. I couldn't even believe that. Uh actually, I guess we can talk about that, right? Cause I think I had this conversation slash argument with some ladies before about this, about rating. And it's like the question was like, why do guys rate women? What does it stand for? Right. And I don't know if ladies do it, but rating is this something rating is the rating thing that guys do for ladies, is this something that these guys understand. Like it's the way that we kind of communicate with each other. So like if Kev